Well, this is Boyd the Broker. You know, I suffered a major stroke in 2021. Now I've become an example of what can be accomplished with dedication, family, and above all, hope. I'm willing to discuss anything so that others will find inspiration to recover as well as I have. We're at Boyd the Broker podcast, Real Estate, Wealth, and Wellness, and these are my two guests. This is awesome. This might be my last one of the day before I go in. And Amanda's going to take me surfing, I think. She doesn't know that yet, but she's going to be like she's going to make sure that I don't drown. How about that? That's what it really is. But Riley, why don't you tell us your name and what you believe in, and a little bit more about the Jimmy Miller Foundation and the club that is part of the Jimmy Miller Foundation.
Yeah, so I'm Riley Miller. My grandma Nancy Miller is one of the co-founders of the JMMF, along with Amanda's dad, Andy. Me and Amanda both joined the club freshman year, and it was run just by, other teens like us and people that we would see at the beach all the time volunteering. So at the club, we obviously support the JMMF by providing volunteers, spreading awareness. We do meetings usually about twice a month, talking about the goals of the JMMF. So that kind of stuff. Yeah, just supporting with volunteers.
That's really cool. You know, my son's a graduate of Miracosta High School. Did you see him earlier? Kai, he was sitting here.
Oh, yeah, we saw him.
Yeah, he just graduated and he's off to Berkeley. So how's that for synergy? I know that your family, the boys went to Berkeley, and now my boy went to Berkeley, and it's kind of weird. It's kind of cool, right? That's the community part of everything that's really cool. And then it's really cool. Amanda volunteered. She didn't really volunteer, but Amanda volunteered that she was going to take me surfing just in case I drown. Wouldn't that be terrible? At the Jimmy Miller Foundation, the guy who runs the podcast drowns at the end. Then it's like, okay, you know what? Amanda's like, maybe I could have gone out there and helped that guy. Holy crap. What the heck?
No, I'll be there. We'll surf together.
Very cool.
We'll go out there.
Wow. Did you hear her talk? Did you have an accent? What country are you from? Where the heck did that come from?
Yeah, man. Sometimes I just like to go out there and surf waves a little bit.
What the heck is that?
I have a little surfer accent. Sometimes
Nice.
It comes out on accident.
So you're like a total surfer chick. You got
No,
surfer
not
hair.
really. Do I?
She is.
Your dad does. So I was going to have your dad on here because I wanted to make fun of him. He's the only guy here that has better hair than me. And then sure enough, his daughter comes in and she's got surfer hair. You know, it's like, come on, what about the rest of us?
It runs in the fam.
It does, obviously. And holy crap, you got some sun, by the way. You know you're a little sunburned.
I'm scared to see my sunburn.
You're a little sunburned.
Perfect.
Oh, and then Riley comes here wearing these shades. Why can't you prop up the podcast and make the podcast guy look a little bit better? Bring some glasses. What do you got these on? They look cool.
It's sunny. My eyes are sensitive.
Holy man, look at what I had to look at. This,
oh my gosh.
Before they ran out of juice, can you imagine that light flying on you the whole time and then me listening to myself on the headphones?
Cannot imagine.
8 hours.
Wow.
And pizza.
Working hard.
Holy crap.
And I'm just sitting here in a comfy.
Yeah.
You're just doing it. So what other things in the foundation? I mean, it's a very taboo topic to talk about suicide prevention or mental health, but your generation is making it easier for other people to feel not comfortable, but feel like they can talk about it, because maybe somebody that is struggling is afraid to reach out. And if there's a support group of people that are talking about it, maybe they feel comfortable to sort of wave a flag and say, I'm not feeling right about something, or I've been thinking about something and I know it's not right. Would you like to sit down and talk to me about it? Is that something that the foundation provides for other people, or does that make you uncomfortable even talking about that? Or talk to me about that.
I mean, personally for me, since this whole foundation started when my uncle took his life, it's been a very prevalent topic in my family. And I feel since it's, he died before I was even born. So I feel I'm very comfortable with that topic. I mean, I know some others that haven't really been surrounded with it as much, but I think just being here with so many people affected by that same loss, it really makes a sense of community, connectivity. I mean, everyone that comes here for sessions is we're all very open about our feelings, and we always talk we start with a circle every day and talk about how we feel, our expectations for today. So I think yeah, it's really good that we have this like community that's very comfortable with that topic, since it is so relevant and it's so important to like talk about that. So yeah, I think what the JMMF does with like having those open conversations and like that kind of dialogue, it really helps people that are kind of like afraid to express themselves.
That's exactly it. Wow, very mature. Amanda, how do you follow that up? Holy crap. Riley just like did the most mature thing about everything. And then Amanda's going, oh, what the hell am I going to say? I got good surfer hair and my dad's, got great hair and better than you, boy the podcast guy. But what do I talk about?
I was just going to talk about how like at Costa, we connect with the surf team, and then we also like have like a wide range of like people that are open to the foundation, because we have people that are like coming to volunteer for like, there's like NCL that comes for like to passing out lunches at like sessions, and then we also have people that are like down to surf and help with surf instructors. So it's like fun that we can get like a community, not even in just like a surfing community, but just like outside, like any other people that are like interested in the water or the beach. You don't have to be interested, but like anyone that's like wants to support like the ideas and like just be there for like helping. It's amazing that we can have like that whole community, and like they come and join our club so that they know that like our club is like a safe space. So like we're here to like talk about anything with anyone. We can talk about surfing, like, or we can just talk about like suicide prevention, or just like anything that like is in need. Like I think it's like our club is like amazing for the way that
you nailed it. You called it a safe space. That's probably that's exactly it. I mean, that's it. Everybody needs to feel comfortable. Hopefully you guys feel comfortable on this podcast. It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it is fun.
I mean, holy crap.
I'm intimidated, actually.
I had so much fun.
Scared.
I had more fun. Some of the adults coming in here and everything would, they get upset when I kind of jab at them, but you guys, I think, like it, right? It's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
You got to have a little bit of fun, and everybody's comfortable. So I appreciate you guys coming on. And Amanda, you're taking me in the water, right?
I'm taking you in the water. We're going to go surfing.
We're doing this. Well, thanks for coming on the podcast and watching on iHeartRadio.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank
Cool.
you.
I'm Boyd the Broker. I appreciate you tuning into my podcast. I live in the real world. Where do you live?